What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for May 27th, 2025, the final weekly event we have of May, and it's going to be a pretty good one. This is the Dragon Boat Festival, and traditionally it has been a pretty good one. By looking at today's early preview, we now know that Profit Orbs, Gems, those are going to be the important ones. However, one of my favorite events that comes around all the time, gives great rewards, and usually ends up meaning better rewards for less actual saved resources, is a quiz. So you guys know we have that quiz come up 2 to 3 times a year. Sometimes there's new questions. We will have a video up Thursday night immediately ready to go to show you guys what all the answers are that we've collected over the years, because they reuse the good majority of them. Every time there's a new one, there's like maybe a handful of new questions, if that. So you can use the old ones as reference, but the new ones in the description and the comments will have every single answer. So I'm hyped for it. Let's go over what we know so far. Let's kick it off with the Dragon Boat Race. So it says, to celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival, dragon boats of multiple colors are needed to decorate the Idle continent. When choosing a dragon boat, idlers can cheer using Zongzu. Complete mini games to throw Zongzu for points to accelerate your boat's progress while also receiving random rewards. Reach specified Zongzu usage milestones to claim generous bonus rewards. And thankfully, they finally put this part in English translations. They still don't do it all the time, but it says the ways to actually obtain Zongzu come from profit summoning, joyful quiz, and event pack. So that's a really good part, because technically the way they make it sound, you might not even need to use gems this week. You just need to have all the answers for the quiz, which you can answer every single one of them on the very first day and get all the bonus rewards. And in reality, this is one of the first times that the English translation is so good, I don't even need to reference the WeChat, because it is basically word for word the exact same thing, which is awesome. Next up, whoa, venue volunteers. That got really big. We need some volunteers at the Dragon Boat Festival venue. Idlers need to find qualified volunteers with Emerald Jade Seal from those who have applied. Extra rewards will be granted if you make the correct decision. So this is the one where it's like you get 95% of the resources no matter what you pick. You get 100% of the resources if you pick the correct one. It's usually not a very big deal, but if you do obtain the Emerald Jade Seal, you're going to be able to get that through gems and or starry gems. Any combination of the two. My guess would be somewhere in the 20 to 30,000 gem mark, but it doesn't sound like you need anything from the venue volunteers actually make the dragon boat making, which is probably the core of this event and the rewards, actually happen, which is cool. Next up, like I said, the joyful Q&A, answer all the questions in the stages and get Zongzu. And Zongzu are what we need for the Dragon Boat Festival portion. The dragon boat making is something I believe we had last year. I might check that out here at the end of this video to show you guys a comparison. And then finally, actually not finally, sign in boat, daily login, claim the designated rewards every single on each day. And of course, unlocking special packages will get you bonus Dragon Boat Festival rewards. So that's gonna be like one of the integrations for the paid packs is through this thing right here. So we'll see how that turns out. And of course, we have another new series. New treasures for the Dragon Boat Festival treasure are online. Go search for them in the treasure train via the Charm treasure train coupons for the Dragon Boat Festival 2025 group. So yeah, this is pretty much exactly what we are expected. We've been expecting a very good profit orb event, and this does seem to be it right here. So it actually just so happens last year's Dragon Boat Festival was also a profit orb event, which is kind of interesting here. Of course, there is the heroic miracle portion of it. We didn't get Zongzu last time. We got these like emerald medallion things. We got some tickets with it. Probably gonna look similar to this. We of course had Fantasy Factory. This was the dragon boat making event here. So based on the number of boats you completed, you got some treasures and some rewards. I think that what basically you could do is you could build like I think you could build 2 boats to level 20 completely free, I think, or maybe it was 1 and then another one up to level 10, somewhere in that ballpark. Or oh yeah, I think you got 30 potentially buildings, so like you could get to 20 and then another one to 10. And then I think the other option was you could get like 3 different boats to level 10 and you could get a core of origin. I'm really hoping the total reward structures get like completely revamped, because now instead of down here, man, holy cow, it's been 1 year and we already have a different currency down here and another different currency. Not only do we have all, oh my gosh, the Star Soul stuff, we now also have the monster stuff we need to get, although that might be handled in a very different fashion. I don't know if we're going to have a way to get those types of rewards in the normal structure, or if they're going to come from special monster type events or something like that. That is yet to be seen. But yeah, you can see here it was kind of difficult getting this one done, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure you could get one of these done just by the quiz alone, maybe 2 of them, and then I think you were able to get a core of origin. I don't think you could get up to the number of dragon boats of 2 colors each to 20, because that would mean you're getting like some big rewards. That was just way too much. I'm pretty sure you get 3 boats to level 10, or you could get a boat to level, or I guess technically you could say 2 boats to level 10 and one of them to, like, so I think you'd get like these rewards and these rewards if you got 2 different boats up to 10. Even 3, you got even more. I can't remember exactly how it worked out, but you can see the event structure is probably very, very similar. This was equivalent to the same thing, like it's basically a cut and paste, it sounds like, of the Zongzu event that just costs gems or starry gems. You see, just by doing it and using the gems, you get the left column. The right column came if you answered the question or did whatever the interaction was right. It did give you 25 of the Zongzu, and of course you had that little panda, the treasure. So if this gave you 25, that was a lot. How many total could you get? Let's math this up real quick here. So you got 22 times 4, 8 plus 25, so you get 113 total for doing all the loops. It must not have been a straight 1-to-1 comparison, otherwise you'd be able to complete all this out. So yeah, there must have been things to do to get each level, because this was one of the really good ways to get resources. By the description this time, I'm gonna say that is not part of it. I don't think this part of the event is going to be required. And I think the quiz, yeah, you had a way to get the quiz done here as well. I think it was something like 30 of these medallions gave you 1 progression on the boat or something like that. That way, if you had like 150, you could do 30 points. I can't remember the exacts, of course. But yeah, and then again, had the same treasure train series. Probably has a very similar relay package and value packages in there. So my gut tells me this is what we have to expect and what we are going to see, especially since it falls on the same exact event. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time.